a quick video, make it short and sweet, how to make like those super jazzy melodic Zay kind of beats with just like kind of beginner knowledge. If you know how to play piano, that's even better, especially if you know how to play like blues or anything gospel. But I'm not gonna waste time yapping. I'm just gonna kind of show you guys where, if you want to start out, how to get into. So one of the chord progressions I like using is a minor to a major. So I have an A sharp minor, B major, or I believe this is a B flat minor to a B major, and I add the first and seventh for the low notes. And without that, that would sound more along the lines of, it would sound like this. Now, if I add the two, the first and the seventh of that, it sounds more dark. It's like, you get the point. For riffing, if you're new to piano and it's super intimidating to you, what you can do is you can draw on these notes, or you can play the notes, and then what you can do is turn on the overdub. It's a blend recording, and basically what that does is you can play over the notes you have. So if you drew these in, it'll play the note, and then you can play over top of it. For example, if I just did this, right, and I'm just playing the notes you can't hear right now, it'll add them. So you can add that over the top. So you can kind of just like play what sounds good, and then, you know, go back and correct. That's the beauty in being able to not have to play live music, is you can take multiple takes. Anyways, that is my tip for the beginners, but this is what it sounds like for the piano portion. Called the morning bells, or the morning bell. I think in some patches it's called the clear morning bell. It's in Contact. It's in the Korg sound banks. It's in the M3, the Kronos, the M50. You've heard it a million times. And all I like to do is just add it so it complements the melody. And at the end there, I kind of have in like a little triplet pattern. Next is the stereotypical jazzy medium organ. I'm not gonna bore you. It just follows the bass line and complements. Next we have a flute. And I'm kind of sticking with the theme of like Zay kind of style. Don't be afraid to layer your sounds too, like flutes and violins, like how it is here. These are layered, and throwing in little riffs and stuff too, make it feel a little bit more humanized. You know how they're not, you see they're not perfectly on, but this is the flute. So next we have the mini pulse, and this is a little bit more intricate because I'm using hardware, but it is a one shot in my Contact bank, I believe my free one, and I have it so it's set to glide, but I have it so it glides, so it goes from high to low. This is a very common lead you hear in any Zay type beat, but this is what it sounds like. Next we have just a little sound. It's called detune. Big detune, I believe. It's in the motif rack. I think Casio put it in his Contact bank, so if you want that kind of sound, just look in the Casio Contact bank. I'm sure it's in other Contact banks, but it's called the detune. But this is what it sounds like. And it just does it 2 more times. If you can't find this and want it as a one shot, just DM me and I'll send it to you. And so lastly, now we finally have the violin. The violin I like to keep in a lower note because a lot of the melody is in a higher range. So I like to keep it split up between low and high so it fills out the whole melody, but it's not taking away from what the rapper would use as a voice. This is what the violin sounds like though. All right, and then now all together, the melody sounds like this. And so moving on to the drums, obviously in any producer fashion, I use the drums from my most recent kit, but realistically you can use the Young Kiko Chronicles of the Atlantic Trap Sound Kit or the Zaytoven Shows the Screen. These are two really, really good Zaytoven-esque drum kits, but if you want the sound specifically in this video, it's in my drum kit, mine and Gabe's drum kit. It's either on my website or my BeatStars. It's $20. You just want the drums to complement the melody. That's it. Nothing crazy. Just a two-step hi-hat. There's a stash kit in the drum kit. That's why it says essential. Basic clap. Nothing crazy. And a stash kit chant. And then a typical Zaytoven snare. And then last but not least, just a little open hat to add some fuck. Last but not least, a little open hat just to add a little bit of pizzazz to it. Nothing crazy. And then all together, it should sound like this. Anyways, that's it. I want to keep it short and sweet. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please DM me. If you want any of the sounds from this video, please just let me know, and I'll be happy to help.